debate life outside the Federal Witness Protection Program. You can try Congress again. Hey, it's Susan. Welcome to today's episode of Life Outside the Federal Witness Protection Program / Keep the Bad Guys Away. Nice to see ya. Hey, that idea actually came from the ICE Office of Congressional Affairs in Washington, D.C. And it's mainly because, I just keep having all these problems. And all these problems, all this crime keeps occurring. And then I have to, contact somebody, which most of the time is me contacting ICE. And it just seems like it's out of control. And like I was explaining to them, it just seems like the same crimes just keep occurring and reoccurring, which is what caused, the same kind of crimes that caused their department to write this letter to Senator Harry Reid in the first place. So the whole thing just seems like absolutely ridiculous. So they told me I could try Congress again. I was like, okay, well, let me see if I can try Congress again. You know what? It doesn't hurt, because if I can just get a push to get these guys to stop, then I'll quit getting violated. Boy, dude, and then if I can get Congress to yell and overcome jurisdictional issues or stuff like that, that might help too. I don't know. I try everything in my situation. Well, Senator Dianne Feinstein had said, if I needed, she had already said, FBI could file a lawsuit, whatever. But she said, if I needed help with another federal agency, I could contact their office again. Okay, so here's what I did today. I'm just going to read you the exact letter word for word on how I wrote it. Okay, so here we go. Honorable Dianne Feinstein, United States Senator, dated April 17th, 2014. Okay, regarding money laundering, estimated $200K of nursing earnings, human trafficking, government operative believed to work for the Central Intelligence Agency, Mark Moore et al. Senator Feinstein, government operative known to me as Mark Moore, was believed by me and my attorney, Randall J. Roski, Las Vegas, Nevada, to work for the Central Intelligence Agency, CIA. Mr. Roski even talked about filing for discovery of my CIA case, thinking that it would have a lot of black lines covering employees' names, and he even gave an option for bringing Leon Panetta, the former director of the CIA, to court. Given that Moore told me he kills people for a living, I don't think that bringing him to court is a good idea for an everyday person such as myself. He is more dangerous than the people the U.S. Marshal Service has on their 15 most wanted list. According to Moore, his friends are FBI agents. He was a diver with the U.S. Navy supporting the SEALs. He has connections into Wall Street, and apparently his parents are high up in the military in Germany and have connections into national security. In addition, Senator Harry Reid tried to contact him directly over 4 years ago. Senator Reid called me and told me he didn't answer the phone. It appears that he is in some way trying to dodge Congress in attempts to evade prosecution. Okay, got that so far? Okay, so all right, so here we go. Whew! Can you digest that one? But I'm telling you, this is it. This is the scam here. Okay, a money laundering scandal. This is continuing on. A money laundering scandal of approximately $200,000 of nursing earnings exists with Moore that follows the pattern of human trafficking. The Arizona Attorney General's office was able to obtain bank records from Wachovia for me, but I no longer have the file due to organized crime. Will you find someone within the federal government to contain him and his associates and get my money back? My recommendations would be U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, the United States Secret Service, USSS, and the U.S. Marshal Service, USMS. Sincerely, Susan Christine Nisley. Like I said, dated 4/17/2014. I sent it over to their Los Angeles office because technically I'm in they're the closest Senate regional office, district office to me. So we'll just have to wait and see what they say. I mean, they got back to me the first time with the FBI thing, but you know what? See, my initial request to see what I wanted Senator Feinstein to do is I wanted her to open up something within the committee, the Intelligence Committee, or she's on the Senate Judiciary Committee and so forth, because the underlying nature, the cause of this whole thing is terrorism. I mean, we got this terrorist out roaming the damn streets. I mean, there's a lot of issues. I mean, just look at what I just described to you. That is one big, massive, huge, massive issue in itself with some highly dangerous criminals. And you know, Mark Moore is employed by the federal government, you know, like look at all these other government employees, FBI in there and everything else. So, you know, it's like, but, and then she was just like, you know, only worried about the FBI. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it had to do with a kid's trade. But that's what it's like. I try to focus when I contact Congress, because the Secret Service told me to keep working with Congress, or encouraged me to. I try to see what I could hit Congress with on this big, massive picture. If I can just hit them with the one thing, the right thing that they might care about, then everything else could explode from there. Well, for whatever reason, she didn't seem, you know, their office didn't seem concerned about this legal issue with the kids or trading the kids for terrorism information or all that. But I thought maybe perhaps this one might nail it. I mean, I don't know. It's worth a shot. I sent it over. I'll follow up with their office and see what happens. But that is the exact letter that I sent to United States Senator Dianne Feinstein today about this whole situation. And this is the same guy that I believe is causing me problems by and through him or his associates, military people or whoever, causing me problems at JFK Memorial Hospital in Indio, California, and could be perhaps hitting these other travel nurse companies as well. He's done that before. He manipulated Nicholas, who is the recruiter manager of global staffing, the company that I worked for in Las Vegas. And that company is now out of business, and it's owned by Dr. Ram Singh, who is a cardiologist, a well-established cardiologist in Las Vegas. That's why I said this Mark Moore, he's hella dangerous. He needs to go. Anyway, so that's today's episode of Life Outside the Federal Witness Protection Program / Keep the Bad Guys. So keep on the lookout for Mark Moore. Boy, I'm telling you, I wish I had a picture of him. I said, he is so hella dangerous. And I mean, man, do not try to apprehend him yourself. You know, he's one of those people that, you know, the marshals or ICE or, you know, big people need to take out. Or even a local task force needs to take out, like a whole SWAT team kind of thing. You know, he's not the kind of guy you could just, you know, call 911 or something, or like, you know, think you're just going to take down yourself and just expect whatever. I mean, they need a SWAT team. They need some kind of badass SWAT team to get rid of him and his friends. But anyway, so keep your stun gun handy. There's real criminals and terrorists out there. Lots of dangerous people roaming the streets. And see you next time. Stay safe.